Man, this question continues to keep coming up. I had the same question 5 years ago. 401k or the Roth IRA? And I asked HR, what was the difference? They couldn't give me a straight answer. Then I asked my friends, they couldn't give me a straight answer. So I'm gonna break down in today's video the numbers, the real exact numbers, the differences between Roth IRA and the 401k. And these are pros and cons. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you which one I think is the better one, the Roth IRA or the 401k. Keep it locked in the video. Before we begin the video, hit the thumbs up right there, like the video. You can comment after the video and subscribe to the channel. I need subscribers, I need likes. That's the only way this material is gonna be pushed out. So here's the thing, you got two types of retirement accounts. You got your 401k and you got your Roth IRA. Most guys, most people, they just select one and they go. But they don't realize both of these things are totally different. They're not the same at all. Think of it like this. Your 401k is basically like yourself and the IRS going half on a business. That's right, everything in your 401k, the IRS owns a piece of that. On the other hand, you got your Roth IRA. Your Roth IRA is owned and managed by yourself, which means you already paid the taxes. It comes directly to check, taxes are already gone. Those funds are going into your Roth IRA. Everything in that Roth IRA grows, and you don't have to pay taxes at the end. That's the biggest difference. Obviously, the 401k is employer-based. They basically give you a match percentage of what you put in. They may give you 3%, 5%. On the other hand, the Roth IRA, you take what you have and you put in that and you grow it and you manage it by yourself. And you're probably wondering to yourself, which one is the better one, the 401k or the Roth IRA? But that's the wrong question you should ask yourself. The better question is, would you rather save on taxes now and bring home more money in your paycheck, or potentially save on taxes later in life when you're of age after that big growth into your Roth IRA? That's the question you should answer yourself. Do you want to save money now and have more take-home pay, or take home less but have more later in life? Ask yourself that question, and then that way you'll be able to choose which one's the right one, the Roth IRA or the 401k. All right, so let's begin with the 401k. Since most of us have jobs and salaries, we have 401ks and that we're contributing to, right? So let's just say you put in $500 a month for 10 years, you're about to retire, you look at your retirement account, it says $114,000. Now remember, this is a 401k, so you're not actually getting $114,000. And this is where it gets interesting. And this would made me change my mindset and my thought process, because after that 10 years, you still owe the IRS at least 22% of that. So now you're looking at $88,000. That's the big difference between putting in money in your 401k or your Roth IRA. However, I am not going to tell you never to put money in 401k, because they match you. If they're giving you 3% or 5%, that's free money. You take that money and you run with that money, because you never know what's going to happen. And a lot of times, the tax rate over time does get lower. So I would never tell anybody not to put money in 401k, because you do not know in the future what the tax bracket is going to be based on your salary. Now, let's discuss the Roth IRA. This is basically you pay your taxes now, and then with all that growth within your Roth IRA, you don't have to worry about paying taxes at all when you get older. That's huge for a lot of us. And this is what I practice and preach on my channel a lot, is to actually open up a Roth IRA account. So using the example earlier when I said you put in $500 a month for 10 years. Now this time you're putting into a Roth IRA. That's going to give you about $114,000. One day you retire, you see $114,000 in your account, you put it in a Roth IRA, it's all yours. No tax, because you already paid your taxes before. And all that growth is yours. The big difference between $114,000 than $88,000. Here's another thing that most will not tell you about the Roth IRA. Whatever you contribute into the Roth IRA, you can take that out. So let's just say 8 years from now, you need money for emergency. God forbid something happens, but you need that money. You need to withdraw that contribution that you put in. So for 8 years, you'll be contributing $500 a month. You could take that out and use it. You can't take out the growth that's been expounded into your Roth IRA, but you could take out your contributions. So at the 8-year mark, 5-year mark, if you have a major emergency or something that you need your money for right now, you could take that out your Roth IRA account. And as you get older, it gets more trickier. Let's just say your salary is $100,000. You have put in a lot of money into your 401k. You have done a good job. They matched you, it's growing, and now you're 73 years old. The government is going to force you to take those withdrawals out immediately. On the other hand, you have a Roth IRA account. You don't have to take out anything for any age ever, and you can transfer it to your kids, tax-free. That's a major difference, a big difference. The government will force you to take out your 401k at the age of 73. And you're probably still wondering, which one should I use? Which one should I get first? Here's the math, and here's the sequence of what you should do first. If you have a 401k, if you're lucky enough to have a job that will match you with your funds, you make sure you match. That is free money. You do never, ever throw away free money. If they're giving you 3%, you better match that 3% to get that free money, or 5%. Match that money. Second, make sure you open up a Roth IRA and you max out your annual contributions. Depending on your age, I think if you're under 50, it's less than $8,000. But if you're over 50, it's $8,000 or $8,500, right? You want to make sure you max out that as well. Any money left over, put more money into your 401k. That's what I did. So what I did is I matched my funds with the 401k, and then once I learned how to do stocks and everything, then I created a Roth IRA, and I contribute to that as well. And then every time I get a raise in my employer job, I put that percentage into my 401k. So if I get a 1% next year, I'm going to put it into my 401k because I'm living within my means right now. So that's what you should do. Match your 401k and then max out your Roth IRA in that sequence. And then whatever left over, you can put into your 401k or any other type of brokerage account that you may have for retirement. Remember, you do not have to be rich to do this. If you only have $100, that's fine. Put $50 in your 401k and put another $50 in your Roth IRA. This channel is for the average guy. I'm talking to you, the 9-to-5 guy who may not have much. I don't want to talk over your head, so that's why I talk basic. Unscripted, just talk from the brain, talk from the head. This is all I know, okay? Now, before I let you go, a lot of people, what they do is they're hoping and praying that their tax rate goes lower when they put money into a 401k. On the other hand, the Roth IRA, when you put money into a Roth IRA, if your tax rate is 22%, that's what the tax rate is going to be the whole time, every time it comes out your check. However, do realize that that growth in that Roth IRA, once it keeps growing, you don't have to worry about taxes. On the other hand, the IRS is taking a part of your 401k. So the next time somebody asks you that question, should you get a 401k or a Roth IRA? You ask them, or you tell them, hey, it's not even about that. It's whether or not do you want to pay taxes now or do you want to pay taxes later? That's the question. And that's going to give them the answer what they want for your question. 401k or the Roth IRA. Remember, long-term strategy, all dips are buys. You do not have to be rich to invest in the stock market. If you're of age, you don't have a pension, you have to have a Roth IRA. I'm going to say it over and over and over. Make sure you do that. Comment on the video, hit that thumbs up, pay attention to what I'm saying, like the video, and let's keep this train moving. In the meantime, stay focused on your money and keep it Econ 100, man. You already know.